Here we go, from the ready. Shoot one, load one, ready? Getting off the X, 3 rounds. Off the X, 3 rounds. You're gonna engage whatever target you want, and then I'll call one. Stand by.
Not sure if you know this, I'm a bit of a shotgun guy. I mean, always have been, but I didn't really start appreciating them until I took the combat shotgun course at Thunder Ranch and I truly learned how to use one. I guess it's like enjoying piano music, being able to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then getting classes from Shotgun Mozart. You just get a new appreciation for the piano, or shotgun, or whatever, I'm lost. This led to my series of shotgun burn downs, which in turn converted this Remington household into a Mossberg family. There's the famous Mossberg Maverick 88 burn down video, our Mossberg 500 series reviews, and the Mossberg 940 tactical 500 round burn down. These are good shotguns that all pass with flying colors. I'll talk to you about the specifics and all the features towards the end of the video, but I did get to interview Clint and Jack Daniel at Thunder Ranch earlier in 2023, like almost a year ago, when we had our hands on the very first prototypes of these guns, and this is what the guys had to say. We are talking about the new Thunder Ranch 940 Pro that's coming from Mossberg. It's the edition that they collaborated with you guys on. You gave some input in terms of what you expect from a semi-automatic shotgun. While we're here, we're going to talk about the evolution of the Thunder Ranch Mossberg shotgun. But to get things started, guys, let's talk about the new 940 Pro. What's this going to be for Thunder Ranch?
I think it's a continuation of our relationship. You know, if you look back at it without like sounding like a sales pitch, this was the original gun, and it has the 20-year anniversary of Thunder Ranch, okay, on it. And then this was our first auto loader, which was the 930. And so what's interesting is this generation of gun, in theory, and in fact, could be the 30th anniversary because our relationship with Mossberg has gone on over 10 years. Yeah. So pump gun wise, you know, they started at 500s, then they went to 590s. That was awesome. Got no problem. Pump gun's a pump gun. They're rad. Auto loaders, you know, I'm a little skittish about auto loaders. It's just everyone has a quirk, but this gun ran really good. Then, so for purposes of discussion, this became, you know, the prototype gun. And you can see that we've changed ideologies. Okay, Jack's been a significant contributor to that, and like putting a dot on it for people with older eyes or people who just want that, or, you know, it comes in applicable. The new 940 Pro. I think it's the same thing that we've been doing. We've been going back and rehashing with people, and I think now with a 10-year relationship with Mossberg, I can go, hey, this is what we want. Jack was significant in contributing to how the gun was set up, so I'm gonna let him explain that part to you, okay? And I can kind of like roll it up so you can see what's going on. So Jack, you're on, buddy.
So this is not the final product. This is, again, a prototype. Both these are prototypes, but so there'll be some slight changes at the end, but we have integrated sling swivels, QDs at the back. Going forward, there's a good trigger in it. It's got the standard Mossberg safety, large charging handle lever, the ability to mount a dot on it should you choose to. The paddle is probably going to be a little bit different in the final version. And then forward you have the QD swivels here, and then the barrel band slash sling mount slash light thing.
Put a mag pulley thing on it.
Yeah, so you can put an M-lock thing. Again, kind of how we like to do things out of the box. I've got the ability to mount a sling on it right away. I've got the ability to mount a light on it right away. And the ability to mount an optic on it right away. And so you can put whatever you want on it. As far as durability, reliability, the gun has been really good.
When we say prototype, Jack and I you correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're like 98% there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We just need just a couple.
Yeah, a couple little minor tweaks. Yep.
And you've got a solid foundation here. Ryan and I have tested this. We've done the 500 round burn down. Love being able to mount the optics right out of the factory. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible to be able to do that. Fast shooting gun, reliable gun. It was durable in our testing.
Trust me, we just did 3 shotgun classes in a row.
Yep.
16, 14, 15 people in each class, okay? Now, we shot the crap out of guns, okay? And everybody's gun who broke, we gave them this one. And, you know, and so like, yeah, okay, burn it down. Let's break it and see what happens. You know?
Other than those classes, have there been 940 pros in other shotgun classes? I've taken your shotgun class. It's extremely hard.
Yeah, last year I think that came out last year, the original one, the 940 Pro, and I think we had 2 of them in classes. And if you know anything about our classes, if it's gonna break, it's gonna break here, right? Yeah. And so yeah, they worked great shotguns. Yeah, and they did everything that we wanted them to do.
And that's why we love them. You know, right range, right load, take a chunk of meat out, you know what I mean? So like, it's a fight stopper, and so that it's good. This gun stays on target good too.
Any idea of when these are going to be released? Still working through it right now?
Yeah, still working through it. I would imagine Q1, like SHOT Show, they'll probably push them out.
Obviously, totally stoked about this. Clint and Jack have thrown together a practical and usable set of shotguns. I've gotten to shoot both of them. I, of course, would wholeheartedly endorse them. Let's talk about the common features between these two. Most importantly, both of them will come optic ready. I don't mean like a Picatinny rail, but optic ready as you can mount a Holosun 407K or 507K directly into this footprint in the receiver, which sits low enough that you can still see your irons through the optic. This is a feature brought over from the 940 Tactical, and I've got to say it's a huge plus. I've used the 940 with the 507K, total game changer for tactical shotguns. Even if you don't get an optic, both of these guns will have great fiber optic front sights. The 940 features an enlarged and beveled loading port to make reloading swift and trouble-free, and this is another huge plus. The Thunder Ranch shotguns will come in an FDE Cerakote for corrosion resistance. They will have a tasteful contrast Thunder Ranch logo here. The 940, which is a little bit more featured out, will be all Cerakoted FDE, and it'll have anti-corrosion treatment on the internals. The 590 pump will have this traditional simple black 590 furniture, which looks good. Both shotguns look good, really. The 940 stock will have QD sling swivel points towards the rear while you're using the old school loops on the mag cap and the stock with the 590. The 940 is going to be an 8-shot gun, while the 590 will hold 7 total rounds. The 940 will also have a polymer barrel clamp with M-LOK slots. The barrel clamp is a nice thing to have because it allows you to easily mount a flashlight, but, and I'm not picking on Mossberg here because there are a number of guilty manufacturers, these plastic clamps simply don't hold up to abuse. I've had multiple videos where these clamps have come loose during a review, not just Mossberg guns, so I wouldn't place a lot of faith in them, but they will work for a while with a smaller light in place. I'd look for something made out of metal in the aftermarket unless you're just okay with casual use. My only other complaint's that while the 940 tactical bolt release is functional, it's easy to use, it's easy to find without looking straight at it. Some of you may recall that in my burn down, it started kind of spinning out of place. All we had to do was twist it in the opposite direction a couple of times to tighten it up, and it was fine. Mossberg claims that they have now notched the bolt release since the prototype that I shot to keep it from rotating out of place. So that's fixed. In my humble opinion, you are looking at, on your screen, through your eyeballs, probably the best pump shotgun on the market right out of the box. And minus my polymer phobia, one of the best semi-automatics on the market, built in collaboration with the best firearm school around. The feature set on these guns is pretty much everything you need and nothing you don't. Just add accessories, stuff them full of buck, and let the thunder roll. So if you're lucky enough to pick up one of these shotguns, first thing you got to do, get the 407K or the 507K, get a Blue Force Gear sling. That is my favorite sling. That is Clint's favorite sling. They're going to start making them in Vietnam Tiger Stripe limited edition. They're unveiling that at SHOT Show 2024. Maybe pick up a Streamlight or a Surefire light to go with it. And if you get the 590, you might need an adapter for that, but I'm going to link all this stuff below in the description to make it easier for you to find. Don't forget to subscribe to TFBTV Showtime. That's where we're going to be dumping all of our footage from SHOT Show 2024. See you in Vegas.